Hi everyone, it is the end of the month. It's March 31, 2022, and we're here to look at the Philippine markets. Let's take a look at the Philippine markets. Your market is ending at 7,178, nearing 7,200. This could be an effect of overall markets rallying towards a window dressing. So, what we can see today is let's just look through the index movers. Your market value ending this month is 4.6 billion pesos for the day. You've got gainers like Wilcon, Asen, Metrobank. Let's take a look at your index movers. As a whole, the market is rallying, but how sustainable is this rally? I think some people are cautious despite this market triumph. So Ayala Corp trading at 821 pesos, BPI trading 99 pesos, SM is back at 900 pesos, Metrobank is trading at 56.5, URC is now 121, Jollibee is 227, Meralco is 373, Wilcon is 27.2, ICT is 223, Asen is 871, Converge 30, GT Cap 550, PLDT 1845, Aboitiz Power 36, Robinson's Land 20 pesos 65, AGI 1248, Lusiotan Group nearing 9 peso, JG Summit 61, Pure Gold 36, MPI 380, Security Bank 110, Megaworld 301, San Miguel Corporation 108, SMC San Miguel 108, SM Prime 38, Emperador 14, Globe 2 550, Aboitiz Equity Ventures 58, Monde 13.6, Ayala Land 35.3, and BDO is 130.2. Take note as well on the top traded names. Let's take a look at the top traded names. Some top traded names are Converge 30 pesos. You're seeing Converge continuing higher. You're also seeing, of course, companies like SPNEC 1.92. What else are in the top traded items here? Asen 871. Dito 537. So far, in terms of the value traded action, I'd say that we are near resistance. So, to take into consideration the market situation, a lot of people would be cautious on this 7,200 index. Let's take a look as well on the most viewed disclosures here. So, there's a stock rights offering happening on SPNEC. That means that for every one share, you are able to purchase for every 1.28 shares held, you are entitled to buy one share at 1.68 range. So that is equivalent to about 1. They're looking to raise 1.8 up to 1.87 billion shares will be offered. So let's just round it up to 2 billion times 1.5. That would be about 3 billion pesos. So this is quite a huge share offering. And this will be acquisition for land to be used for 4 gigawatts of development, forming a part of total 10 gigawatts that will be funded from further share issuances by the SPNEC increase in ACS. So they're targeting this SRO by June 2022, and they can conduct only an offering after 180 days from its IPO. So you're seeing them raise more money through this stock rights offering. All right, what else are the other news? ASEN, acquisition of shares or disposition here. So ASEN Renewable just signed a subscription agreement with ASEN Renewables International for another 1.4 million preferred shares. This is additional direct investment for their subsidiary. ASEN International is a Singapore private company with various renewable energy and development company projects in Indonesia, Vietnam, India, Australia, and other countries. And ASEN is the controlling shareholder of ASEN International. They're purchasing it around 9%, no? Total subscription of $140 million. So big projects for ASEAN towards all these Southeast Asian countries, Indonesia, Vietnam, and even India and Australia. So quite a huge ASEAN International is being formed and inside ASEAN. Okay, declaration of stock dividends. Let's just read through all of these. BDO is declaring a stock dividend equivalent to 20% of its common shares to be announced. So we don't know when it's going to be given. All HC, this is the Ayala Land Logistics Holdings. Says here that so they shared their financial statements for the year. Let's take a look at all HC's earnings here. So consolidated financial statements. Press releases as well on All Home. Let's just read through all of these. All Home, okay, for Ayala Land Logistics, says here that they've earned something like, how much is their cash flows here? In their last year, so last year, 2021, says here that the revenues is about 4.3 billion. Cost is about 3 billion with a lot of incomes and charges, so net income of 780 million. Ayala Land Logistics rose about 10% year on year, so from 640 to 780. So I guess like all real estate companies, they are growing, but it's 10%. Movement of Ayala Land Logistics, however, seems to have gone farther than expected. So might be seeing more profit taking. So after dropping from 6 pesos to 380, after rallying back to 5 pesos, I'd say that there are still more sellers as it has risen quite significantly over the last 3 years. So from about as low as 1 to 2 pesos to as high as 5, some people might still consider taking profits or selling Ayala Land Logistics holdings. Let's take a look at further news here. Home. Declaration of cash dividends of GMA. Let's just read through it. How much is the dividends? 1 peso 45 cents regular cash dividend payable on May, record date April 25. So GMA 7 is giving quite a generous dividend here. GMA Network is trading, however, at 15 pesos. So it's possible that the positive news might be priced in already after that huge rally from 4 to 5 pesos. So the advertising media might have grown in light of the fact that they've solidified their market share against the lack or the franchise not renewed being of ABS-C vendor competition. So you're seeing actually some selling pressure here at 16 pesos and 15 pesos despite that positive news, which suggests to us that the dividends might not be taken by some of these people. They'll just sell it within these levels. So from 15 to 16, we're still seeing some resistances on GMA 7 here. Still a lot of buyers though at 12 should it fall. So I'd say a trading range is happening where people who wants to buy the dividends will acquire it at 12 prior to May, somewhere at about April, right? So April 25 is the last day to get that 1 peso 45. So there will be tons of buyers who wants to get the dividend. We'll see if it goes 11 or 12. Some buyer here, but lots of sellers as well at 15 to 16. Okay, stock rights offering, declaration of stock dividends. From a trading perspective, markets are quite high, here at about 7.2. I'd say that this is a couple of window dressing. So it's going to be more of a chance to sell rather than a chance to buy. I don't think that the risks of inflation has gone. So these movements are actually opportunities, in my view, to mostly sell. So mostly in cash and stay liquid. The good news on ASEN is it's good news, but then again, ASEN is trading with resistances here. You can see ASEN has been going down from about 13, then 12, 11, 10. So even if it's rallying today at 9 peso, think that the overall downtrend of ASEN is still there. As for SPNEC, despite that stock rights offering, we're also seeing profit taking here at about 230 and 2 pesos. So these rallies might have been more of a chance to sell. And we're still looking to see a breather, some profit taking continue since the buyers can avail of their shares at 1.6. So chances are if the shares are being acquired here at 1.6, your short-term bottom is quite high here at about 1.5 to 1.6 rather than at 2 pesos. Well, you'll see that I think that would be played out within a few months. So we'll see how it goes. But some profit taking is happening here on SPNEC. Some selling pressure here at about 190 and 2 pesos. Let's take a look on most index issues. Yeah, So I don't see quite a reason to buy the market. Market values at about 7 billion. Stocks like index are near the highs or resistances. Properties are down. Mining is just there. So not a lot. Quite light trading volumes. Not a huge. There's still no strength. I wouldn't really do much in this type of atmosphere. Let's see if you've got any questions. What do you think of Bancom listing San Miguel? For what we've seen, most of the banks have been going up. We've seen Metro Bank, BDO go up, but they've been trading within a range. So I don't see a lot of buyers into the market. So not quite sure of what's gonna happen with these IPOs. But just to see how the movement of BDO, BPI are, you're trading within range, and it's becoming more of a buy low, sell high environment. So I'll still wait low. Here about 132 for BDO, it's quite high. Although some people might say the banks in itself are a barometer of the economy. Since it is indeed a barometer of the economy, I'm more cautious rather than bullish. I see that the economy isn't really gonna be immune to any price shocks on the inflation, and any effects on business will have effects to the financial system. So I'd be more cautious rather than bullish. While BDO, BPI, Metro Bank might not be um, as worried, I'd say small banks like Banco might actually be less liquid rather than the big banks. So you have to take in mind as well that smaller banks have low liquidity, low trading value, and therefore lower valuation as a result. Cebu Pacific seems to be actually in the resistance zone nowadays. We know that Cebu Pacific recently had been doing a lot of the super peso fares, super pass, they call it super pass. Um, I don't know how inflationary the oil prices would continue to remain, whether it's transitory or not. I think this market rally towards 48 is a chance to sell rather than a chance to buy. So I'm looking more as this rebounded, I'm more of a seller rather than a buyer. If I'm gonna buy SEB, I'll still wait here about 40 or 42. So I'm not that big of a buyer. Here, especially resistance looks like a sell to me. DNL, is this a buy for long term? DNL has been a well managed company, but we can see that DNL has a lot of oil related price shocks, especially on commodities like palm oil. They've been purchasing that from Malaysia for their oleo fats division. I'd say that they would have some commodity problems within the year. So I'd say it's just gonna trade within a range with a potential sell off here at about 8 and 850. Um, Look to trade the range with this. It's a bit bullish here at 6 pesos. So just wait for a more discounted price in case you're looking for DNL. Would you sell Converge? I am more cautious than usual. So as it rallies here at 30, I'd say the answer is a yes. Look to sell here at 30 areas for your Converge and stay in cash, because I don't think that the growth stocks like Converge would trade at premium valuations. Notwithstanding, of course, if we actually have a recession or not. I'm not quite sure how safe the Philippines are in terms of worldwide oil prices. Thoughts on DD, MPR long term? I don't know much about the REITs. The REITs have been quite resilient, but that's because they've become bond instruments for the market. I guess that if you purchase your REITs at the IPO price, you should be fine and consider just probably getting those yields for now. I'm not quite sure actually when it comes to REITs. The way I just approach REITs is that they are alternative instruments and you wait for maturity or you wait for your coupon and so on. As for Bloomberry, I see it trading within a range. Tourism is really a big factor usually for companies like Bloomberry. So I see it going up and down, but trading within a range. You've got a lot of buyers here at 6.2. It rallied back to 670, but I'd say a lot of resistance as well here at 7 and 780. We might be trading just within a range here for your Bloomberry. So I would stick to the trading range, just buy low and sell high, as that seems to be the movement for Bloom and Cebu Pacific in the time being. So not a lot of bullishness in this market in my view. PSEI is within an index range. So as your index approaching 7.1, 7.2, 7.4, I'll be more of a seller here, still waiting for index to go down near 6.3, 6.4. So I'm still bearish actually. Not too bullish in the market situation here. Okay, so right now, yeah, so I'm just gonna stay cash and stay liquid. And nothing much in terms of news flows. That's it. Thank you very much and stay fine, stay safe with your investments. Um, I don't see a reason to speculate heavily. We're not in a very bargain area or oversold zones in the market, so might as well just stay cash or sell if you have any position. Okay, that's it. Thank you very much. Bye bye.